Would you believe me if I told you that this jam is made with no added sugar? Now, through the years, I post videos of jam, of me making jams and jellies, and I often get comments saying, that's a lot of sugar. Wow, way too much sugar. You're going to kill yourself. Sugar is poison. I hear a lot of comments, and you know what? To be honest, you're right. I heard you. So I'm going to make today a no sugar added strawberry jam. Now, just to be, like we know fruits have natural sugars, right? And to make this, you need a real fruit low or no sugar needed pectin to help it come together. And when you look at the ingredient, the first ingredient is glucose. So I'm not saying there's absolutely no sugar, plus fruit has sugar, but you know what? I'm not going to be adding any white sugar. It's going to be really easy to make. There's only a few ingredients. Of course, your strawberries. You need some unsweetened, no sugar added, fruit juice, bottled lemon juice, and your pectin, and that's it. So we're going to dive right in, and we're going to start by hulling, cutting up, and crushing. We need 4 cups of crushed strawberries, so maybe this much will get us there. Let's get going. If you wanted to, you could still use sugar. You could use even up to a cup of sugar if you wanted to, but I am all in this no sugar journey. I am going to try not adding any sugar. Now, before crushing them, I just want to slice them up a little bit. I don't like big chunks of strawberries when I'm spreading this on my bread. So I'm just going to cut them up, and then we'll crush the strawberries, and then we'll be ready to make our jam. You want to crush your strawberries in layers to be able to do that properly. I have ended up with double the amount of strawberries that I actually need. So the recipe is 4 cups. I actually have 8 cups. So I am going to do this recipe for 8 cups of strawberries. And so I will double everything, but I will tell you the amounts that I'm putting in for 4 cups of berries or strawberries in case you want to do it with 4 cups to taste it. I really do hope this is good. I've never tried it. So since I'm using 8 cups of strawberries, I'm hoping that this is going to be delicious. Let's continue. To your 4 cups of strawberries, you're going to add 2/3 of a cup of juice, of unsweetened fruit juice. I could only find apple, but I think the best one to use that would not alter the flavor quite as much would be white grape, but I couldn't find that here, so apple juice it is. 2 tablespoons of a bottled lemon juice. Now I've got my jam on the stovetop. I don't know if I've told you, we're going to be steam canning this. Now the steam canner is my most favorite kitchen appliance to help with canning. It's the equivalent of doing a water bath can. So a water bath can is when you fill your pot full of water, submerge your filled jars underneath, and boil them for a certain amount of time. The steam canner, all you need to do is to add a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan, put the cover on top, and it's done so fast. Now I've turned on the heat to my steam canner as well. We're going to start that heating up, and I've turned the heat on as well for the strawberries. Now that we're heating up our strawberries, we're going to slowly add in our pectin, sprinkling it on top and stirring as we go. So this is 3 tablespoons for 4 cups of strawberries. It's kind of the same process as when you're making freezer jam now that I think of it. Now we need to bring this to a full rolling boil. Once you get to a full rolling boil, you just need to time this for 1 minute. Now we're going to put our prepared jam inside of our jars. These are 1/2 pint jars, 250 milliliters. You want to leave 1/4 inch headspace. Remember, you want to do this with hot jars, your hot jam. You're then going to wipe the rims of your jars off with water. You want to make sure that your cap seals properly, so make sure you have a clean rim. You put your cap on top and your ring fingertip tight. And then you transfer that over to your canner. Does look pretty. And keep going until you filled all your jars. All of the jars are in the canner. So now all we do is put the lid on and let this come up to heat. One thing that's different with a steam canner as opposed to a water bath canner is this almost, oh, that's hot. Hang on. This looks like almost on the same concept as a pressure canner, but not like a pressure canner. I know, it sounds stupid, but the top of this actually has a dial that kind of reminds you of a pressure canner. And the dial is also based on your altitude. So you just need to bring this to the color on the dial that corresponds with your altitude. So for me, I need to get it in the dark green section for the altitude that I live in and start my timing from there. Once this gets to the proper temperature, we'll say, we need to time this for 10 minutes. And then once that 10 minutes is up, we let everything sit with the cover on for 5 minutes and then it's done. Simple as that. Now, while we're waiting for this to almost come to heat, yes, it goes this fast. If you know anything about me at all, you know that I love when I have just enough left over so I can do a little taste test. Now this is still quite warm, so I'm not expecting it to already be set. But as you can see, it's really coming along. It's already starting to be thicker and it looks absolutely delicious. So I gotta taste this without burning myself. That's nice. You can really taste like the fruit. It's even got a little bit of tartness to it, but not too much. Probably if you have like really, really ripe strawberries, mine were, but they maybe could have been a little bit more, it would even be sweeter. But honestly, it's pretty good. And if you are concerned about your sugar consumption or you're trying to reduce, this is a good alternative for sure. It's going to be really good. Even spread over ice cream or, I think it's a win. So now let's wait until this gets done. Five more minutes. And as simple as that, we have a no sugar added strawberry jam. But wait, let me show you. So just in the time that it took to process those jars in the steam canner, our jam has thickened considerably. So now we have jam. We can actually call it jam and not sauce. And it's still quite warm, so it's already gelling really nice. Now these jars will keep in a cool, dry, dark environment for around a year if you can keep it that long. Be sure to leave them untouched for 12 to 24 hours. You don't want to move them around. Once that time is up, be sure to remove the rings. Don't store them with the rings on top. What can happen if you do is that if your jar unseals, leaving this on can cause it to reseal, which would cause a false seal and a very unsafe product. So remove these once you've let them sit for 12 to 24 hours. Be sure to write on top the year and what's inside your jar, especially if you do a lot of canning. Things start to look the same. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. If you do, don't be shy. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe and be sure to check back again soon to see what other content I will have coming out.